I'm Bailey Fortney, a player on the Cedar Park High School softball team. I'm here to share my experience here with the head coach. As a freshman, this year has been very complicated and having to adjust as the year went on. Our coaching staff has been working hard to do what's best for me and my teammates. She worked hard for us on and off the field. Her big heart showed she was more than just a coach. She's patient and supportive even when mistakes were made or we struggled with a particular skill. I have never had a coach call me countless times to see if I'm okay because my grades were slipping or I was sick. At the end of this year, we had a talk with the entire team, both JV and varsity, with the head coach discussing what changes we wanted next year to make the team better. Everyone had a say in what we wanted to change, if it was drills or the way practices run. Our head coach was taking any suggestions to be better for us as a coach. I couldn't be more thankful to have her as a coach for me, for Cedar Park High School. Thank you.
Thank you, speaker number 1. Speaker number 2. Oh, can you press the microphone? There's a little speaker face there on the podium, and you'll start at the beginning.
Awesome.
Okay, great.
Hello, I'm here today to speak on behalf of Cedar Park High School head varsity coach. I'm an upcoming senior at Cedar Park High School, and I have been a part of the softball program since my freshman year. Our head coach has taught me a lot on and off the field. Softball wasn't my main sport, and it wasn't something I had cared for. However, the past 3 years being in the softball program, practicing and training with her, I've grown a love for the sport, and I've improved as a player on and off the field. My freshman year, I struggled with the basics of fielding a ball, catching the ball, and making good contact with the ball. Ending my junior year, I can field a ball at the varsity level, read a ball in the air and catch it, and hit the ball over the fence. Our head coach is a consistent, hard-driven, and caring person and coach. My freshman year, I was told there wasn't a pitcher for the JV team, and I decided I was going to start getting lessons and become a pitcher. Our head coach believed in me even when I didn't believe in myself. During my sophomore season, our JV season got cut short due to injuries and sickness, but she encouraged all of us to come to the varsity games. This past season, we had 6 varsity players quit, and even though the whole program was upset and the girls that were left were upset, she stayed calm and collected and coached the girls who were left. She always encouraged us to be the bigger person and think about what we did and not act on our short-term feelings. She's a great coach who cares about our mind, body, and soul, and which is nothing but the best for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, speaker number 2. Speaker number 3.
Hello, I am Allison Gonzalez, and I'm here to talk on behalf of the head softball coach at Cedar Park. I think it's very important for you to hear that she is a very needed coach and teacher at Cedar Park. I would like to share how important she is for myself and others, and how big her role in my life has been. On May 2nd of 2022, I had an attempt to take my own life due to stress of being a multi-sport athlete and was getting ready for high school. After recovery, I didn't know if I was ever going to step foot on a softball field again. My coach was very aware of this being the case. After some thought, I decided to play, and I was a varsity starter. She is one of my biggest supporters and my most trusted adults. My coach has been there for me as a mom, a coach, a person, and a teacher. She has the biggest heart for the entire program, including the players and the parents. When we beat Lockhart on her birthday, we weren't just happy that we had beat Lockhart for ourselves, but we beat Lockhart for our coach as well. She wasn't a coach who cared about the scoreboard. She was a coach who cared about attitude and effort and how much was put in. Not a single coach out there can coach attitude and effort, but every coach can teach how to be a better person and a better player, and that is exactly what she has done. On top of being an amazing coach, she's the type of person and teacher I believe every young adult could benefit from having, whether it's as a teacher or coach at Cedar Park. I really hope our board chooses to stand behind our coaches and teachers. Thank you.
Thank you, speaker number 3. Speaker number 4.
Good evening. I am a parent 6 students who have or are going through the LISD system right now. I'm also a community member, one of the stakeholders you're going to talk about later in your presentation on the board purpose statement. I'm also a Christian, a follower of the Lord Jesus Christ, who commands me to love you. I'm not here to attack you. I'm here to love on you. One of the things he's been telling me lately is to confront people who commit sins against me. That's one of my purposes here tonight, is to inform you that I've been doing it for 3 years now, barely missing a meeting. I think that you're causing harm against my children and other children here with some of the stuff you're exposing them to. It wasn't long ago, it would be clear to everybody that this is criminal activity, but now it's being tried to be made normal by many in the world. I'm here to call it out today and call it what it is. It's criminal activity. It wasn't long ago that to expose children to obscene activity was obvious. But going forward, this is what the Lord told me as well, going forward, there will be no excuse. Well, we didn't know, because once you've been made known that you're committing offenses, it then becomes your responsibility. And when the day of judgment and truth comes, you will be without excuse.
All right, thank you, speaker number 4. Speaker number 5. Oh, if you'll press there's a speaker button on the right, and you can start at the beginning.
Good evening. My name is Carolina Chavez. My daughter, Londra Chavez, is disabled and uses a wheelchair for accessibility. I am here today to ask for your assistance in undoing an unjust decision done by Reed Elementary. They have denied my daughter, Alondra, a transfer to their school. I am aware that multiple transfers get denied, but Alondra's transfer request is not based on convenience, but on safety, social and emotional growth, and physical well-being. Alondra's current campus, Knowles Elementary, does not have the same levels of accessibility for her wheelchair as Reed Elementary does. For example, some of these are wider hallways, doorways, larger classroom, and best of all, accessible classroom restrooms. Per ADA law, Alondra should be allowed to attend the campus that best provides her with the most accessible experience during her educational years. In addition, Alondra is familiar with Reed Elementary School's layout, since she was a student here before her ELE program was moved to a different campus. Since this decision to deny Alondra's transfer, I have submitted a transfer appeal. I ask you today to take into consideration, when it is time to review Alondra's transfer appeal, to help me find the best campus that accommodates Alondra's physical needs. I will forever advocate and fight for Alondra.
Thank you, speaker number 5. Speaker number 6. Okay, speaker number 6 isn't here. Oh, yep, speaker number 6 not here. Susan? Okay, speaker number 7. Brandy? Not here. Speaker number 8.
Good evening, trustees, superintendent. I'd like to say a few words tonight about bullying. I'd like to say that I think most parents and most staff members would agree with me that bullying should not take place on Leander ISD property. It should not be tolerated, most certainly by our superintendent or by anyone in leadership in LISD. Some of the things that cause bullying to take place are when a person who wants to bully people feels a need for power, when the person feels a need for control, a person feels a desire for revenge, a person feels envy, for popularity. Sometimes that person is applauded for bullying. Peer pressure can lead to bullying, delusional satisfaction, justification. Quiet permission, when someone allows a bully to do things and does not speak up to stop the bullying. Masking, the desire to hide insecurities and self-doubt. Pain and trauma. When a person experiences pain and trauma in their own home life, oftentimes that person will result in bullying other people. All of these things are things that cause the person, the bully, to need help. A person who bullies others needs help.
All right. Thank you, speaker number 8. Speaker number 9. Peter? Okay. Speaker number 9 is not here. Speaker number 10.
Esteemed lady board members, superintendent, administrative staff, and Paul, I'm here to wish the teachers of LISD a wonderful summer. God knows it's been a hell of a year and they need this vacation time. It's well deserved. I just want to say thank you to all the teachers who come every day, all the support services staff, the administrators, the cafeteria workers, bus drivers who come to school every day with the best interest of serving the kids of our community. It's not an easy job. I also want to ring out to the Planned Parenthood in our community and to our speaker who aligns himself with Texans for Truth. Congratulations on being placed on the Southern Poverty Law Center watch list for extremist groups in 2022. Texans for Truth and Mothers for Liberty are right up there, and every week we see them come in here with their vitriol and their destructiveness, trying to dismantle our public schools despite everyone's best efforts. I think that the fact that they are on the extremist watch list of the Southern Poverty Law Center should bode very, very significantly with everybody in this community, and I thank them for continuously coming to these meetings to remind us what it is we're fighting against and why people who think like you, lead like you, and want everybody to look like you should have no place or power in LISD. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, speaker number 10. And that concludes our citizen comments.